I walked over to the president, who was a few feet away with Secretary of Education Rod Page, shaking hands with staff and teachers outside the school, and passed on the information. I was the first to tell him the news. He nodded, shot me a quizzical look, and said, "Get more details." We both thought it an odd, tragic accident.
He makes it sound like I did all this in 2 weeks. I didn't. I started this on January 1st, so it's been a long time. And I just want to say that it's not me that did it. I am an organizer. I am a community organizer. Remember that when you see my name on the presidential ticket. Now, I have no talents whatsoever. However, Ron has talent with entertainment. Tommy has talent with his carpentry on this stage, with getting us this property here. Wayne Jewell has, he has great talent. He got us those cans over there. And all these people are people who did the work. I did nothing. I just said, okay, you, and you, all of you go in the same direction. And when you got them all going in the same direction, great things get done. That's all it takes. It doesn't take any talent on my part. Now, the first thing I want to do is welcome you all here to a tea party, and some of you may not know what a tea party is. I think most of you do, but just in case, I want to tell you what a tea party is and what a tea party is not. First of all, last year, a tea party was a bunch of Bible-thumping, gun-toting radicals. We aren't anymore. We are not anymore that. We are now, and this really strikes fear in the liberals, we are now mainstream. And that scares the hell out of them. Because before, we were just a fringe. I heard yesterday, or day before yesterday, did a poll, and 20% of Americans identify themselves with the Tea Party. That's a really big fringe. And that fringe is 1 vote in 5. And 1 vote in 5 can change an election. Now, one thing that the Tea Party is not, it is not a party. The Tea Party is a movement. We will not field a slate of candidates. We're not going to do that. Because any third party that comes along takes votes away from the guy that you would have voted for if the third party wasn't there. That doesn't help us at all. Now, we're not Republicans. I just heard some knees shaking over there. Because all we got here talking is Republicans. I asked some Democrats to come. They didn't come. But we're not Republicans either. We're not Democrats. We are independents. And we believe in working across the aisle. We believe in bipartisanship. And if the Democrats offer me a candidate who believes in the Constitution and who believes in conservative fiscal conservatism, that's who I'm going to vote for if the Republicans don't give me that candidate. And I hope one of these Republicans over here that are saying, oh my God, no, we thought we were coming to Republican speaking here. I hope they're thinking about that, and I hope it scares the daylights out of them, and they start thinking about that. We want people who will respect the Constitution, and we want people who are fiscally responsible and will not drive this nation down the tubes in a decade, as the current health care system will. I've got some things I'd like to tell Obama. He's not going to listen to me because I'm just a tea partier. I'm a teabagger to him. And I should be thankful 2 days ago because my taxes went down. That's what he said 2 days ago. I should be thankful. Well, for 10 years I've been retired here. For 9 of those years until this year, I have had the same income source, the same expenses, and I've had a CPA doing my income tax because there is no way in hell that I could do it myself. And I've got a master's degree in mathematics, but I can't do it myself. So I had a CPA doing it for me. And so I know it's been done right. And for 9 years, I've gotten about $280 back every year. That's what I got. All I got is a check from the university for my retirement and a Social Security check. So it's not hard to figure out. But I got $280-some back every year. I just put my return in the mail 2 days ago, and I'm going to get $26 back. So what am I thankful for? Tell me again, Mr. Obama, what am I thankful for?
Amen.
I just lost $230. I don't feel good about that at all. The two issues that we have here in Ingleside on the Bay, we have a local issue, which is what's going to happen over here at the base when the Navy's gone, and they're just about gone now. And we have the issue, the national issue of the health care. Now, in the case of this base over here, I've been doing some study on that, and the Corpus Christi, Port of Corpus Christi, has title to that land over there, so they've got title authority. They can tell anybody who's going to be there and who's not going to be there, because they own the land. Now, Ingleside, over here 5 miles away, they've got the taxing authority. So they're going to get the money no matter who shows up over there. They're 5 miles away. Port of Corpus Christi is 8 miles away. If you go straight across the water, it's further than that if you drive. And they're the ones that control what's going on over here. Those of us here are the ones who are going to be most affected in lifestyle issues by whatever goes in over there. Remember, Ingleside gets the taxes, Port Authority gets the glory, I guess, and we get the shaft. Because nobody's talking to us. They're talking to us. They're not hearing from us. I would like to see a commission set up where somebody from this city was on that commission and had as much authority as some of the other people out there. As it is now, they come over and they pat you on the head and they say, "Don't worry about it, Jim. It's going to be okay. We're going to take care of you. Go ahead and vote for it. We'll find out what's in it after you vote for it." Remember that? Yeah, that's where we are here in Ingleside on the Bay. And I'd like to see that taken care of. Now back to the bigger issue, the health care issue. As I see it, this health care issue, no, I'm not going to call it an issue. That's the big thing nowadays. Everything's an issue. Now, it's a problem. There are no issues, there's problems. And we got a problem with that health care bill. Now, I would paraphrase Ronald Reagan and say, "Mr. President, tear down that bill." That bill is going to cost us $1.3 trillion, and we don't got $1.3 trillion. Well, we don't yet, but they're going to put a VAT tax on us, and they're going to get it out of there. They're going to put 20% tax on everything we buy. By the time that VAT tax works through, it's 20% on each item. That is a tax on you because it's inflation. That's a 20% inflation on everything you buy. Jimmy Carter only caused 18% inflation. That tax is 20% the day it's passed. And they're going to do that because he promised he wasn't going to increase your taxes. So he can't increase your individual taxes. He's got to increase everybody's taxes. And it wouldn't be a bad idea if he'd get rid of the income tax at the same time. But that's not going to happen. Government is like a ratchet. It goes one way, and then when you pull the handle back, it goes click, 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 nothing happens. You push it again, it keeps going the same way. Taxes keep going the same way, they never go down. Control goes the same way, it never goes down. Now, I don't think that Obama wants to hear from me right now. But this November, I'm hoping we can stuff it in his ear. Now, I'm hoping all of us here will vote to make a lame duck president. We can make him a lame duck president in November. We can't override his veto. We'll never get that many people in there, but we can make him a lame duck president. And then, 2 years later, we're going to throw him out. We should never have thrown him in the face.